This is called American fries. Take a seat right here, sir. Care to take a look at the menu? Today's special is deep fried. Deep fried what, you ask? Everything. There's enough grease in this to make your arteries explode and to make you forget about the future. It's okay. The dream is a lie. It's been one for years. Yes, even if you are a wasp, if you're straight, a man. We can't get you a piece of that pie if you didn't inherit it. But that's cool, right? Live humbly and enjoy some of this star-spangled awesome. The salt alone will make your heart pound so hard you'll think it's the fireworks your redneck neighbor has left over from his month-long 4th of July celebration. Freedom tastes good, am I right? Just like racism, misogyny, homophobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, fat-shaming, and age discrimination. Oh, and don't forget classism. Go capitalism. Be a patriot like your friends. Don't think about it. Thinking isn't your strongest suit, and it isn't theirs either. Who needs an education? Not me, not them, not you. You can't afford one anyway. So go ahead. Order that triple cheeseburger. You've been eyeing it since you picked up the menu. It comes with a Coke and a side of fries. French fries? To hell with that. We serve American fries here. All American, all that matters. This next poem is called Confessions of an Aging Teacher. He held them in the palm of his hand, lifting them high above his head like Atlas. His knees buckled. Knees that were older now, knees that were forced to support more weight now, all on what would have been enough sleep at 25 and single, but not at pushing 40 with insomnia every night, because he has a 7-year-old who thinks she rules the world and a 7-month-old who just figured out how to open kitchen cabinets and is addicted to electrical cords, and he has to find money to feed them after bills are paid. Wait, how many lives am I holding? Looking upward, he saw dreams in vulnerable eyes. They couldn't tell he needed coffee, that his heart was pounding off beat, that his arms were shaking, that his knees were cracking. But he closed his eyes and kept his failing frame steady. I can't let them fall. I can't let them down. He knew their lives depended on him, just as his children's would, one day, on them. This next poem is called Dead End. You used to love driving at night to escape ghosts and mundane realities. The road meant happiness in the form of exit ramps and taillights of fellow midnight Kerouacs in the distance ahead. Like you, they knew the world's greatest love song was the hum of the engine and the percussion of tires on pavement, with some Willie Nelson playing on the radio. The welcoming thought that a good night's sleep could be found at a mom-and-pop motel, and that a cup of coffee, a club sandwich, or both could be served by a smiling waitress at any hour, or streetlights, that gorgeous neon, appeared on the horizon. Even the smell of gasoline during an early AM fill-up would make your heart beat faster, for as long as that motor was running, you felt alive. But the highway is dead now. Those city lights don't shine anymore. The 24-hour diners are closed. The jukeboxes no longer play. You're lucky if you can find an open McDonald's drive-thru where a masked worker nervously accepts your card and gives you a greasy burger and fries that you now wonder if you should even eat. And there's no room at the Motor Inn. It's closed, perhaps permanently. You can't tell. but you sure know the road no longer feels like home. Home is where you're stuck in late night silence. You no longer have the miles ahead to look forward to when the sun rises. Instead, when your weary head hits the pillow, all you can do is pray in loneliness that life will one day return to the interstates, that this dead end isn't forever, and that when you wake up, you'll still be able to breathe. And then my final poem is called Thank You for Helping Me Learn How to Be a Real Man, for Jason Isbell. Thank you for telling us that you don't know what being a real man means, because now I don't feel so alone. I've always preferred guitars over guns, and it made me an outcast growing up in a town where schools choose to celebrate deer season over Dr. King, violence and death over peace and love. Thank you for helping me understand that it's okay for men to cry, to be vulnerable, that strength isn't always about sucking it up, keeping up a granite countenance when inside you're a house of cards on a windy day. For telling me in rhyme that my day will come, that even on the hardest of days, to remember that things will get easier, that they can do so without the bottle or pills. Thanks for helping me see that, as beautiful as the open road can be, there is no shame in being tired of traveling alone. But also for showing me that a real man lets a woman drive too, that no relationship can thrive when one person is relegated to the passenger seat, and that when the road gets rocky, you can't just run away with your eyes closed, that if you want her to be your crutch when you can't stand on your feet, sometimes you better be willing to put her first, to let her take the wheel. And thanks for showing me that real strength is not found in a clenched fist, but in your character, in selflessness over selfishness, and asking what you have done to help others instead of what others have done to help you. That real men aren't afraid to stand up for what they believe in, that they don't just shut up and sing, but that they don't need a club or a sword when a pen, a paintbrush, a microphone will send a louder message, one that solves problems instead of starting them or making them worse. You need to know that I am listening, that you aren't just writing sad songs, riffing on that 59 Les Paul, giving the audience a 90-minute escape from their everyday realities. You aren't just a rock star, an artist, or a storyteller. You're a healer, an inspiration, an educator. And for helping teach me how to be a better husband to my wife, father to my children, and man, a real man in a world that needs them. Thank you. Thank you.